impartial and
Good morning. The Chief Executive will first deliver a speech, and then we'll open the floor. And for each reporter, please ask no more than 2 questions. Over to you, Mr. CE. Good morning. The long weekend has seen a lot of vibrancy and activities in Hong Kong in all respects. Last week, we launched the Happy Hong Kong campaign, and a series of activities were unveiled over the weekend. Just over the long weekend, we saw a lot of happy faces in Hong Kong citizens. The Hong Kong Cinema Day on Saturday cost only $30 per ticket, and many cinemas had full house. And then 222,000 spectators were attracted to cinemas, and 3 times the ordinary turnout. And in April, it was really a record high day. And then 44,000 already attended the Happy Hong Kong Gourmet Marketplace, which opened in Hong Kong Exhibition and Convention Center. Will continue to have a number of activities. For instance, this weekend, the Gourmet Marketplace will be held in Sha Tin, and further on, it will be held at Harbourfront Vessel of Kwun Tong. And the AFCD will have 4 carnivals of Hong Kong Farm Fest. Happy Hong Kong has brought joy to Hong Kong. I'm pleased to see the smiles of Hong Kong people, and I am pleased to see how our economy and also consumption has increased. Just last Saturday, there was the 5-day Golden Week of the mainland. On Saturday and Sunday together, over 760,000 visitors came to Hong Kong, and over 320,000 were from the mainland. Now, there are still 2 more days left in the Golden Week of the mainland. We expect that throughout the Golden Week of the mainland, over 600,000 million visitors will come to Hong Kong. We see that visitors now have other interests from tourist attractions, theme parks, and shopping places, our outlying islands, shops and restaurants with local flavors, etc. They are now enjoyed by visitors. This shows the diversity Hong Kong can offer, and also our soft power. M+ Museum saw 19,000 visitors, and for the National Palace Museum, 7,300, record high of daily visitors since they started operation. In the past few days, many tourism sports enjoyed a good order. For instance, some local people are saying that the tour groups, when they ate in To Kwa Wan and Hong Kong, the situation has been much improved because some tour groups have gone for meals in other parts of Hong Kong. The places are in good order, and I thank the tourism sector for their hard work. And I want to commend the efforts of government bureaus and departments and various organizations, including the Hong Kong Tourism Board, the Hong Kong Police, the Hong Kong Customs and Immigration Department, our district officers, and also the Tourism Authority for their coordination and hard work, so that at our border control points and also traffic of Hong Kong are generally smooth. That has given a good experience to visitors, and that strengthen our image as a place, a hospitable place that has stimulated our economy. For the first quarter of Hong Kong, we had 2.7% growth in our GDP. Very different from the negative 4.1% growth in the previous sector, while exports are still fell. But then as the main economy picks up and with enhance in our aviation capacity, I believe in the second quarter of Hong Kong, second quarter of this year, our economy will be much better. And for sure, this year we will perform much better economically wise than last year. And then over the weekend, we also announced the implementation of northbound travel for Hong Kong vehicles to the mainland. They can travel or drive to Guangdong province for various activities. We'll start accepting application on June 1st, and then the scheme will formally commence on July 1st. That is when we celebrate our anniversary of handover, and over 450,000 private cars can benefit. And please don't overnote our achievements in invention. Last week, there was the International Exhibition of Invention of Geneva, the most respected of its kind. And Hong Kong scooped 298 awards, close to 300. Last year, we got 200, and this year we have got 1.5 times of what we won last year, and 5 to 6 times of what we got 6 years ago in 2017. There are two major awards and two special awards, and also a few more special commendation, etc. This goes to show our potential in invention, and we are strengthening our capacity, and we have won international recognition. So while we reflect on our inadequacies, we must be confident in ourselves. Our innovation and invention ability is very strong. So long as we are willing to break our bottlenecks and we work hard, then we can compete with other cities and other places. Thank you. Now I open the floor. If you wish to ask a question, please put up your hands and please introduce yourself and also the organization you represent. And please, no more than 2 questions per journalist. Good morning, CE. I am from cable TV. The first question. Now people are required to sign a declaration when they join a district council election. It is said that there will be eligibility vetting, and there has to be nomination from other parties. Now, people are saying that perhaps there will be no room for democratic parties in Hong Kong. And now, for the northbound travel for Hong Kong vehicle schemes, because vehicles have to go through examinations and the waiting time is until July. Do you think we can really implement the scheme successfully? Now, for review of the district councils elections, we are now very close to the finishing line, and then there will be announcements made very soon. As for vehicle examination capacity for northbound travel of Hong Kong vehicles to the mainland, I appreciate the concern of the community. After discussion with the Transport and Logistics Bureau and also the Transport Department, I believe our vehicle examination capacity is able to cope. However, I believe demand will continue to grow, and I've asked the TL Bureau to discuss with their mainland counterpart. We should do our very best to cope with the demand for vehicle examination under the scheme. And from mainland authorities, I understand that they have some thinking about this to ensure that they're able to cope with the examination demand for the scheme. We'll closely monitor the situation and take appropriate measures to cope with the demand.
Next question. The gentleman on the right.
From China Morning Post. About the Golden Week, you mentioned that the tourists are now heading to many neighborhoods. Are there any plan to relieve the stress that these tourists could have? The struggle could pose on these neighborhoods, especially like Kennedy Town and Changzhou, which are not really tourist hotspots before. And what do you think about the Golden Week number? Are you happy or satisfied with those numbers? And also, we have reported that more than 30,000 students have left local schools in the last year, which is 10% up from the previous years. Is that a worrying trend for you about the drop in students, the number? And will the government do a new round of assessment in the long-term impact on Hong Kong's population pattern because of the migration wave and also the drop in student numbers? Thank you.
Regarding tourism and regarding tourists' very diverse choices of what they want to do in Hong Kong, in fact, this is a welcome sign. Hong Kong always emphasizes on its attraction to tourists in many regards, with not just favorite shopping spots, good theme parks. We also have country parks and a lot of different outlying areas where we think are very attractive to tourists. So I am in support of diversity and creating more attractions for tourists to come. This will not just help tourism, but also make local developments to go hand in hand with the development of tourism and helping overall job creations and development of the economy, and also create a positive image of Hong Kong being a very vibrant and attractive city. So different organizations and also government departments will go along that direction to develop our potentials and also the capacity building for tourism. As regards the number of tourists, in fact, the number of tourists are as we expect, because we know there will be different stages for tourists to develop, such as ensuring that they have the right documents to leave their home countries and go to the places they want. And also the capacity needs to be built up, since we only finished tackling the COVID pandemic in February. So it takes time. But I'm very pleased with the development so far because, as I have said earlier, those who work in the tourism industry have been doing a lot. And I think their performance really impressed a lot of Hong Kong people and tourists as well. And things have moved very favorably in different regards, regarding attraction of different sports and the orderly and the secure environments that people can enjoy as they come to satisfy their own needs in different areas. As regard the number of students dropping, that is a long-term trend, I think, looking at the statistics. So it is not just a temporary situation. In fact, Education Bureau has been doing a lot to ensure that there will be soft landing in all regard, so that there will be smooth transition and changes that will handle the drop in the overall student population. They will be working hand in hand with the education sector so as to ensure that things will work out smoothly. And as regards people going in and out of Hong Kong, this is, I think, a quite frequent pattern of in and out that Hong Kong has been facing over the years. And we think that Hong Kong, as we have now resumed normal travel with the mainland and also fully connected with the world, there will be a lot of people thinking of settling in Hong Kong. And also, if they have, for various reasons, left Hong Kong, there will be good attraction and good reason for them to come back. So we'll be monitoring the overall situation and we'll plan our policy accordingly.
時間關係咧，我哋答今日最後一位記者提問嘅作。
Due to time limit, we'll take the last question. The gentleman at the front, please. Good morning. I'm from Phoenix TV. I'd like to ask about the Golden Week holiday. We saw a number of tourists coming to Hong Kong. Some of the tourists seem not to be adapted to the payment methods in Hong Kong. They don't know how to use the octopus card, so a lot of places saw queues of tourists waiting to pay. I wonder if there are any mitigation measures in place by the government. I stress that technology should be deployed or applied in various areas in Hong Kong. In the smart blueprint implemented by the government, we advocate that there should be digitalization or electronization in terms of processing payments in Hong Kong. Our goal is that within 2 years, everything can be electronized in terms of applications. At the same time, we hope to promote the use of technology in various areas. I think that we need to work hard on promoting electronic payments for consumption so that people coming to Hong Kong can feel welcomed. I will ask the relevant government bureaus and departments to do more to promote this effort. We strive to develop smart city and we hope to improve our efforts in this regard. Thank you.